Welcome back, and we are got me, Marlon, here from a view from the South Stand TV, and you've also got my other co-host, view from the South Stand TV, Ashmatic.
Yes.
It's finished. Tottenham 1, Brentford 3 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So Ash, you saw the lineup. What did you make of the first half? First, let's talk about the first half.
As I said before, I was got me stuttering now. Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad. I saw obviously at the back there was a few frailties there, but overall I saw that Mason tried to change it up in midfield, up front, changed the formation. He tried to match them with energy because Brentford are a really energetic side, and what a fantastic job, by the way, that Thomas Frank has done. Just thought I'd mention that real quick, but. Yeah, I think Mason said, yeah, you know what, we need to match them for energy and maybe switch things up after that Aston Villa game. We looked quite poor. So I was very happy to see Basuma start, and Dan Juma was an addition I felt that came a little bit too late. I would like to see him a little bit earlier, but nonetheless, he started and he took a risk.
Do you think he made the impact he was supposed to?
In the first half, yeah, I think he did. First half, he drew players out of position, drew players away, and then ultimately gave. I think he worked well with the other front three, and that allowed a lot more ball time for Kulu. I thought Kulu got on the ball a lot because of it, and I didn't think Kane or Son were too bad. I think Kane's first touch was a bit poor at times, and I think Kulu had a little bit of lack of confidence because I think his decision making let him down, and some of his final balls, like his passing, was a bit off as well. Son, again, he had a chance. His first touch was a bit off. If he had a better touch, he's in. So I just think it's a little bit of a confidence issue because we just weren't, as much as we created, we didn't take our chances. But the one thing I will say is, in my opinion, I think the first half we knocked the ball around. We were patient in our build-up. At times we went to go long. We linked up well. We made little triangles. It wasn't always about making the pitch wide as possible, even though we did at times. I think we just literally played them off the park, in my opinion, because Brentford didn't have much to show in that first half.
Yeah, I'm kind of agree with you, but I think for me, I think Brentford played the wrong game plan in the first half. They tried to hit the right-hand side because Mbembo was more on the left-hand side than he was on the right-hand side in that first half, and he was meant to be playing against Ben Davies, but they saw Royale and Sanchez as the weak link. Yeah. So they were trying to play these balls over the top, and it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played well. There was a good few touches going forward. We had the clear-cut chances. They were making mistakes, but it just, again, we weren't being clinical as we were at the beginning of the season. Again, no chances fell to Kane, really. They all fell to Kulu, Son, Dan Juma, and Royale had one cleared off the line. So they were hanging on.
For me, I think the shining light in the first half and in the second half, to be fair, was Basuma for me.
Yeah, Basuma, yeah.
Positive,
yeah, Basuma was the most positive thing out of that whole half. Well, the whole game, if we're being completely honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looked a lot better next to Skip. He was looking for the ball. Yeah, there was a few times he was playing it sideways, backwards and stuff like that. But that's the way Spurs, the front line wasn't mixing it up. But yeah, second half, Brentford made one change, and they didn't make a tactical change where they changed formation. They made a man-to-man change. So they went for more of an attacking player than they did have a defensive player. They brought on Damsgaard.
And it paid off. And they pretty much scored within 10 minutes of that second half.
Twice, starting. I think, yeah.
And I felt like we were a little bit relaxed. I think we went to the beach a bit. And I think in that first period, we had like 30%, if I'm correct, of the ball. And they had the remaining 64 or 66%. And it just showed, like, I think there was a few warning signs before the goal happened, which always happens. And then it's like we were still sleeping and they found the way in, and they had, like you said, they attacked that.
They attacked Longley and Davis, didn't they?
Left-hand side, which was vulnerable. And between the two of them, none of them have got legs like that. They haven't really got legs.
They're not going to be. Yeah, if they're going to be, that was the side.
I think that's where Thomas Frank
saw it. Yeah,
yeah, he saw the detail.
And Mason,
and I think that was good in-game management from Thomas Frank.
That was in-game management.
Recognized the weakness that. Okay, I'm not getting it. I thought it was going to be the right-hand side.
Yeah.
because, you know...
Because they probably thought Porro was going to play.
Yeah.
And actually, when you think about it, the way he was trying to play, Porro would have struggled.
Yeah.
Right? But actually, Royale and Sanchez being out there, if that's one thing about Sanchez's game that we can't complain about, yes, he can head the ball, not great, but he's good in the air.
Yeah.
And he can run. Those are the two things he's good at. So if you're laying balls over the top and you haven't got runners against him, he's going to win it.
So in hindsight, would you have played a Perisic?
No, because there's nothing. Perisic would have got ruined as well. Let's be honest.
He would have got found out.
Yeah.
I think that's our priority, though. In the
No,
I think a less-sided centre back,
No.
but with pace.
our priority is to get rid of all of them and get a new back
Just
four.
rip off the band-aid. Like,
You've got to rip.
I'm just being real. I just don't know how much money we're going to have available,
Mate,
or how much Levy's going to give us if we don't get Europe.
Well, hold on.
I
If
just know how
he
it
doesn't,
stays.
yeah, if he
It stink.
yeah, look, if he can sit there and moan about the money, but if he doesn't sort out this defense by next summer, you're gonna have worse problems next year,
No, facts. 100%.
right? And he's now got to add. You know what? If it means we don't make an extra £100 million profit as a football club next year because we had to go out and spend an extra 100 million in the purse strings to go and do it, because the defense have let you down massively this year, right? And when we say massively, I think only the bottom three have let him more.
Yeah, it must be bottom three now.
Yeah.
We've conceded another
I think it's only the bottom three. So that's considering West Ham, who've had a crap season fighting for relegation, have let in less than Spurs.
Moyes has got it right.
Right? And so you can see where other teams are having problems going forward. Our forward line, okay, have scored that many goals this year, right? And considering Son's had a poor season, Kulu's had a poor season, Danjuma hasn't got minutes, Richarlison hasn't scored that many, Kane's been carrying the team going through, Bentancur's been good, Højbjerg had a good few games between, Skip, again, not good enough, but he's had a good few games.
Talking about Skip, that mistake he made,
Just
that was a howler.
Mate.
Absolute howler.
He's hit his ceiling. This is he's good enough to be in our squad, but he's hit our ceiling. He's not good enough. If we want to be making Champions League football, Skip's not it.
My G, there was a guy across the ball, across the pitch. He could have done a simple pass out wide. I know it was on his left, but it was still a square pass.
It's not. It's not good enough, and that's the thing. Is Skip in that situation for me? What's he doing?
He made a mistake. It was from a throw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't get a touch on it, and it went underneath him. And then he's trying to recover the ball, but then he's overthinking and panicking.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to, and that's not down to coaching. That's him and his footballing ability, right? But he's there's been games this year. He's had good games. We're not debating that. Yeah. It's just when you need to be counted, some of these players can't be counted on, and this is why, for me, I personally would rip up that back four or back three, whatever the manager's going to play next year. Because first of all, we need to get a manager, and I would I'll do what Pep did. I'd literally go and spend millions on that defence. Get it sorted.
Do you think anything changes under Slot? Realistically, Slot is obviously he likes a back four.
Well, everyone's asking for attacking football, right?
And he's exactly. That's my second point.
So if Slot comes in, the defence don't change.
This is it.
So if you don't sort him out, he's going to have the same problems as.
Is it going to be like a case of Bielsa? You know, Bielsa was like,
yeah,
because people compared not his football, but this.
Yeah, if you can't defend, defending is a key. Like you can play attacking football, but you need a spine.
But imagine we had two defensive managers. Still didn't prioritize the defenders.
Yeah, and they both wanted defenders.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is crazy.
So for me, that's why I said you've got to now rip it up. All of them. That goes for Real, Porro, Davis, Perisic.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Romero.
Of money.
Romero's included in that. Dyer.
Do you? Because obviously, like Porro's on loan, right? And then we're meant to pay the 40 million.
You don't take the option. Udoji's got to come back as well. It's again next year.
Then now you need fullbacks, but then you've got wing backs. What do you do with your wing backs?
So Udoji and for me, Udoji and Reguilon can stay.
Yeah.
Right. I think Reguilon under a decent manager could be a decent player, but those two stay. So you are now looking at, if it is four, you're looking at the other two and the right back. Maybe Jed Spence may be suited to the next manager. Don't know. Porro, no. He's going to have to defend.
Yeah.
If it's a four. So it's a no-go. Royale, 50-50 for me with Royale.
What's going on there, bro? What is going on there? Sorry.
They're going out. They're going out to say, look, half the fans have left. No,
Well, they
3
can't
quarters.
apologise.
No, they do the end of the season lap of honour of the ground.
Oh, they can't because no one's there.
Yeah, no one's there.
Embarrassing. Oh! They're like, shall we bother? Shall we go on the pitch or shall we just stay here?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I thought they were having a crisis meeting there.
But yeah,
That's what I said to
no.
you.
But for me, yeah, I don't care how much money it's going to cost. Sort out that back 4
Why are fans still there though? Some fans are still there.
because they love Spurs and they're going to support them, and they are. Right, that's
I love Spurs,
Yeah.
but God damn, how much pain can you take?
Yeah, but now we need defenders.
Yeah, we need defenders.
We need defenders
Yeah, we need
fast. And we're going to recoup some money for the defenders we've got. We know we call them bad, but there'll be teams out there that will want them.
Do you think Longley wants to stay at us? I know, like we've got an option to. Like,
Yeah, I think it's easy for him.
they're coming on, their arms are crossed. So Kulu
It's
does
easy
not look
for him.
happy.
Yeah.
Look at Kulu's body language. He's meant to be
yeah.
coming out. He's like,
So for
players
me,
are
yeah.
scratching their head. Look,
But for
heads
me-
down, hands on knees. Who's that? Poro. Who's that? Can't tell you that.
That's
is.
Son.
Is that Son?
Yeah.
Like he's like shaking his head. You
Yeah.
can't believe it. He's upset.
It's been an awful season. And
upset.
yeah, for me, this game summed up our season.
Yeah.
Great first half, even though it looked on the edge, didn't finish our chances. Second half, completely. And the second half of the season is on the board.
Yeah. We had a
Yeah,
chance.
because
We had a chance. January window was a chance. To
yeah,
kind of-
the manager. Look, you bring in someone like Conte,
you have to back him
you have to back him
properly. I
Yeah.
mean, not
Not half-hearted,
financial,
yeah.
Not like, oh, we spent 60 million on a striker.
No, if he wanted defenders, go out and get him. Give him a list and go.
Can't
"These-
say Levy didn't spend money.
You need to give him. You need to give him the defense
That's
he wanted.
like me sending you to the shop here. Like, I'm your dad, innit? I'm your dad. You're my son. I said, bro, go shop for me. I got a list of food, list of ingredients. I'm trying to make
Okay.
jerk chicken. I'm trying to make jerk chicken, rice and peas. Yeah.
Yeah. And then come back with jerk seasoning.
How am I gonna make the jerk chicken? I said, son, what am I meant to do with this? Huh? Where's my rice? Like, you forgot the rice as well. There's no rice.
Yeah.
There's no peas. No black-eyed peas. No kidney beans. Like nothing. Huh? I'm about to make rice and peas. And jerk chicken.
I'll bring you back garden peas, garden green peas, and go
No way.
put it together.
No
but
way.
but that's exactly how Spurs are being run at the moment. And look, he's come out in the on the website, and I think it's in the program notes about making mistakes. He hasn't made mistakes. He's made fully blown errors that other managers have been sacked for, right? And for me, Daniel Levy holds a job. Yeah.
Hey, Mason looks like he wants to cry.
Yeah, he holds a
But I
job.
like you.
Yeah, he holds a job, and at the end of the day, he's got to think: is he good enough to still be doing this job, right? And there are people that won't come out and say Levy out because it's not. It's about us fans wanting the best for this club, and that right now, Levy is not best for this club,
He's not.
right? And he's always said he's always done the best for Tottenham Hotspur. But telling you right now, Mr. Levy, you're the reason you're not best for Tottenham Hotspur, and we need to look at you before we start looking at the defence, the midfield, because the way you've run this club in the last 5 years, and even before that, even under Poch, right, with not having signings and stuff like that, they're massive mistakes that you are paying for now, because football has changed to when you first came in.
It has changed a great deal.
And that's the biggest issue, and you've not adapted. You want everyone else to come into your way of thinking, but they've all gone, nah, we'll do it our way.
And that's it, really. That's it's that simple, in my opinion. People can, say everyone takes a piece of the blame.
Yep.
But essentially,
Yep.
it starts from the top, and it's been like we said before, because football's changed so much. We haven't.
Yeah, no. And the thing is, what he has done things well at this club, like signings and stuff. Like when Toby Alderweireld and all that turned up, and how much he paid for them, that was then. Those were good deals that he had done,
And we're not discounting that.
and we're not discounting that part of things. It's the majority of the mistakes in before that and after that that.
This is my thing as well. I agree with you, and I've always said, like, I'm not saying like thank you for the stadium. I'm grateful, brat. Like, spitting my dummy out and didn't recognize what he did with Poch Stadium.
Poch is 50-50 because there's a lot of mistakes he made with Poch as well.
True, but I mean, And I know he wasn't his first choice when he did.
His third, wasn't he?
Yeah,
his third.
So
Yeah,
he kind of landed on him.
He landed on his feet with him.
Yeah. So, but what I mean is the facilities, you know, the training facilities, etc.
Yeah. But who's that a benefit to though? Is that a benefit to ENIC or is that a benefit to Spurs fans?
The facilities. I'm talking about the training facilities.
Yeah, and all that. But well, who when they sell it? Is that not how much do they pay for the club? 22 million. It's now worth billions.
Yeah, but I mean, on the face of it, on face value.
But we were always told the training ground and the stadium needed to be updated because it meant that we could bring in better players. I'm sorry, we had Bale, Modric in crappy training pitches.
Yeah, maybe go back to the training pitch.
Harry Kane was here with the crap training pitch.
Yeah.
Who have we signed since we got that and gone, actually, if we didn't have all those facilities?
Good point as well.
So there we go again. He told us we need this because of this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
but yet we haven't brought the quality to go with it because you don't need them things. Get it right on the pitch. You could have the crappiest training ground in the world.
Yeah.
The player will come because they can see what you're trying to do. Right? Manchester United is a prime example. They didn't have a great training ground for years. Everyone was overtaking them, right? And then they said they went and got the training pitch. But do you think people were not going to Man United because of their training ground?
Of course not.
Oh, because Old Trafford was falling apart.
Yeah, still got holes in it now, and they're still leaking in their roof.
But it doesn't work like that. Get it right on the pitch. You can sign whoever you want, right? You just got to make yourself a reputation. And Spurs are just not there anymore.
It's like if I move into a house and it's not like refurbed, but I need to make it a certain way, I'm going to make sure I look in every single room. Yep. I'm going to make sure I'm looking at the skirting boards, I'm making sure the windows, I'm looking at the floorboards, I'm looking at the ceiling, I'm checking for damp. Do you know what I mean? I'm even going to bring a few people in that know a bit about the house because I don't know about houses like that. I'm going to live in it, but I might get an expert. And if that expert comes in, guess what? I'm not going to intervene and be like, oh, you know what? I think you should do it this way. Huh?
Who the hell am I? Yeah, look, I can give you ideas, but I'm not going to intervene.
Yeah, I can show you that. This is how I want it to look. But I give that to the architect.
Yeah.
But I don't go to the architect. I don't tell him how to do it because that's what I'm paying the architect for.
Thank you. So don't pay these managers high money if you're not going to fully give them who they want.
And that's it. That's my analogy. Well, I don't know if people got that one, but yeah, that's how I see it personally. But I said before, thank you for what you've done. It's just time to move on. That's all. And just let it go. Let it go, man. This ego has to drop, in my opinion, because that's what it is. There's no other reason for it.
Yeah.
He wants to show that he did it. He was the one that got this club forward and. Forget it, man. You're bigger than that. You're a big man.
But that's our match reaction. As you can say, View from the South Stand TV if you want to hear more and hear some of our guests. But yeah, it's finished. Tottenham 1, Brentford 3. But yeah, as always, please like and subscribe and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.